Your mind is the greatest battlefield you will ever face. Not the market, not the economy, not the people around you. It is the inner terrain of your thoughts, your beliefs, your fears. Every victory you will ever claim, every failure you will ever endure, begins here within the confines of your own consciousness. Napoleon Hill knew this. He taught that the external world obeys the rules you establish internally. Your thoughts are not idle whispers. They are forces shaping your destiny, whether you wield them consciously or allow them to run unchecked. Yet most people surrender. They give in to fear, self-doubt, hesitation, and the seductive comfort of mediocrity. They convince themselves that wealth is luck, opportunity is scarce, and life is something that happens to them. They refuse the fight, and mediocrity becomes their inheritance. But not you, not now. Imagine the life you dream of, the wealth that feels just out of reach, the freedom to live on your own terms, the fulfillment that fills your days with purpose. This life is already waiting for you. The first step toward it is mastery over the voice inside your head. You must identify the destructive patterns, the doubts, the excuses, the limiting beliefs. You must confront them without mercy. And then you must replace them with unshakable certainty of purpose, a conviction so powerful that it bends reality toward your vision. Consider Edison. 1,000 failed experiments did not break him. His mind was a fortress, focused relentlessly on invention. Lincoln faced exile, ridicule, and despair, yet his disciplined mind charted the course of a nation. Jobs demanded uncompromising vision, refusing to yield to critics, shaping not just products but culture itself. What separated them from the masses was not talent alone, it was mastery of their minds. This is where the war is won. The battlefield is not outside, it is inside. Your subconscious sabotages your ambition when left unchecked. It whispers fear when you should act. It clings to comfort when you should innovate. But when you command it, when you train it with daily discipline, affirmation, and visualization, your mind becomes an unstoppable engine of creation. Here is how you begin. Identify your enemy. Journal your fears, doubts, and recurring excuses. Name them. Confront them. You cannot destroy what you do not see. Replace with certainty. For every negative thought, create a counter-command. Speak it aloud. I am decisive. I act before proof. I am unstoppable. Repeat it until the words are no longer ideas. They are your identity. Visualize victory. Close your eyes and see your life as it will be. Feel the wealth, freedom, and purpose as though it exists now. The subconscious cannot distinguish between vividly imagined reality and current reality. Feed it clarity, not fear. Daily rituals for mental dominance. Stand tall, breathe deep. Declare your intentions. Move with certainty. Each action reinforces your new neural pathways. Each repetition rewires your mind for relentless success. Your mind obeys structure, repetition, and intent. Untrained, it defaults to fear and limitation. Trained, it becomes a weapon, a compass, a magnet for opportunity. Napoleon Hill called this mastery over the subconscious the foundation of all wealth. Your external world will bend to the programming of your thoughts, your clarity, and your discipline. Imagine facing life with the same clarity Edison, Lincoln, and Jobs possessed. Imagine your subconscious working tirelessly in alignment with your goals, eliminating hesitation, doubt, and distraction. That is power. That is freedom. That is the first step toward unstoppable wealth and influence. Daily ritual. Command your mind. Stand now. Inhale deeply. Exhale with force. Repeat aloud, I am the master of my mind. I destroy fear and doubt. I am relentless, decisive, unstoppable. Feel the words resonate in your chest. Let them anchor in your subconscious. Repeat this morning and night for 30 days. Let it reprogram your neural pathways and create an identity that commands reality. By the end of this module, you will no longer be a passive observer of your life. You will begin commanding your thoughts with precision, clarity, and unwavering belief. You will see that the greatest battles are won before the world even takes notice. Ordinary humans can be transformed into unstoppable forces, and you, if you fight the battle of the mind daily, will be among them. Do not surrender. Do not negotiate with doubt. Master your mind, and the world becomes a canvas for your ambition. Success is never accidental, not for the wealthy, not for the visionary, not for those who change the course of history. Every triumph begins with a definite purpose, a crystal clear vision that anchors every thought, every action, every moment of your life. Without it, you drift. You float. You wait for the world to hand you opportunity, and it never does. With it, you command reality. You become the force that shapes circumstance, not the victim of it. Napoleon Hill declared that purpose is the engine of all success. It converts desire into action, action into results, and results into legacy. The difference between the ordinary and the extraordinary is not talent, luck, or intelligence. It is clarity. A purpose so precise, so unwavering, that your subconscious cannot ignore it. Your mind aligns with it naturally. Your actions follow it automatically. Consider the master. Henry Ford did not create the assembly line by accident. His purpose was to make automobiles accessible to every household. Andrew Carnegie did not dominate steel industries because of chance. He structured his empire around a definite vision of growth, efficiency, and influence. Elon Musk does not iterate rockets and revolutionize transportation through randomness. He embodies his mission so completely that the universe bends to it. Without purpose, your life is a series of random motions. Decisions are weak, hesitations multiply, and the weight of uncertainty crushes ambition. With purpose, even the smallest act is a spark in a larger design. You do not wait. You create. You act as though the universe already owes you success, because you have aligned yourself to the invisible currents of inevitability. Here is how you anchor a definite purpose. Write it down. Craft a single statement that captures your ultimate objective. Be precise. Be audacious. Include not just what you want, but why it matters and how it transforms others. Your written purpose becomes a contract with your subconscious. Speak it daily. Repetition programs your mind. Each morning, declare your purpose aloud. I exist to create my goal with clarity, urgency, and excellence. The subconscious responds to repeated signals of certainty. Visualize your execution. Picture the life dictated by your purpose. Feel it in your bones. Engage your sense. See yourself achieving it, overcoming obstacles, and commanding respect. The mind cannot differentiate between vividly imagined success and tangible action. Align actions with purpose. Every choice must reflect your vision. If it does not, discard it. If it advances your purpose, pursue it relentlessly. Fortune favors the aligned, punishes the scattered. Daily ritual. Install your definite purpose. Stand now. Place your feet firmly. Inhale deeply. Exhale with force. Repeat aloud. I have a definite purpose, unshakable and precise. Every action I take aligns with my ultimate vision. I create opportunity. I do not wait for it. Feel these words embed in your subconscious. Move your body with intention as you repeat them. Let the rhythm of breath and speech anchor your identity as someone who is purpose-driven, decisive, and unstoppable. Do this morning and night for 30 days. A life without purpose is a life dictated by others, by circumstance, opinion, and chance. A life with purpose is a life that dictates reality itself. Precision replaces doubt. Clarity replaces fear. The subconscious obeys, aligning all resources, relationships, and opportunities toward the fulfillment of your chosen path. By the end of this module, you will no longer drift. You will act with certainty, make decisions with authority, and pursue your goals with the relentless energy of someone whose internal compass cannot be swayed. You are no longer reactive. You are the architect of your destiny. History proves it. Ford, Carnegie, Musk. They did not stumble into greatness. They installed it in their minds, fused it with their daily rituals, and executed with precision. Your purpose, once declared, becomes your shield, your sword, and your map. Without it, you are lost. With it, you are inevitable. Do not drift. Do not hesitate. Write your purpose. Speak it. Live it. Let your mind, body, and spirit obey the engine of your success. Your subconscious mind is a fertile garden. Every thought you entertain is a seed. Every belief you nurture grows into action. Yet most people plant weeds, fear, doubt, procrastination, and wonder why life is barren. Napoleon Hill's principle of autosuggestion teaches that you can choose the seeds. You can plant thoughts that grow into unstoppable beliefs, habits, and reality itself. This is not theory. This is engineering. The mind, when programmed with precision, acts automatically. It attracts resources, recognizes opportunities, and rejects distractions, all without conscious effort. But programming requires repetition, emotion, and belief. Not once, not occasionally, daily, consistently, until your subconscious no longer debates your purpose, it obeys it. Consider the masters. Thomas Edison did not merely hope for invention. He reinforced persistence and resilience in himself, repeating affirmations of capability and endurance until failure became meaningless. Abraham Lincoln, isolated and ridiculed, rehearsed the vision of leadership, conditioning his mind to act decisively when the world questioned him. Andrew Carnegie did not stumble upon industrial domination. He consciously repeated the belief in exponential growth, investment, and leverage until his mind became a magnet for opportunity. Autosuggestion is simple in theory, brutal in practice, crafts statements of absolute truth. These are not wishes. They are identity declarations. I am resilient. I am relentless. I attract opportunity. Write them. Speak them. Feel them as fact. Embed emotion. Your subconscious reacts to emotion more than logic. Speak your affirmations with intensity. Feel the certainty of success in your chest. Let it vibrate through your body. Repeat relentlessly. Morning, night, and at every pause in your day. Repetition is the hammer. Belief is the steel. Together, they forge the unshakable mind. Visualize the outcome. See your success vividly. Imagine overcoming obstacles, achieving your goals, and commanding respect. Your subconscious cannot distinguish vivid imagination from lived reality. Daily ritual, autosuggestion practice. Stand now. Feet grounded. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Repeat with conviction. I am unstoppable. I am magnetic. I act before proof. Every thought I plant grows into action and achievement. Failure is temporary. Persistence is my nature. Feel your body and mind resonate with these words. Let your subconscious absorb them as fact. Repeat daily, without compromise, for 30 days. By then, hesitation will no longer govern you. Doubt will have no home. Your mind will react automatically in alignment with your ultimate vision. This is the difference between the ordinary and the extraordinary. Positive thinking alone is insufficient. You must condition your mind, hardwire it, and make it respond automatically to your identity and purpose. The wealth you seek, the freedom you desire, the legacy you dream of, these are not accidents. They are the product of a mind programmed for inevitability. Edison, Lincoln, Carnegie, they show the power of repeated, deliberate conditioning. You now have the tools to do the same. Write the statements, speak them, feel them, visualize them. Let them permeate every action, every decision, every second of your day. By the end of this module, your subconscious will serve you, not sabotage you. Your thoughts will no longer betray your ambition. Instead, they will align, amplify, and accelerate your journey toward mastery, wealth, and influence. You are no longer a passenger. You are the engineer of your own mind, and therefore of your destiny. No one achieves greatness alone. Every empire, every breakthrough, every fortune is born, not from solitary effort, but from collective genius. Napoleon Hill calls this the mastermind, an alliance of minds, united by purpose, vision, and relentless drive. This is not networking. It is not casual mentorship. It is a strategic alignment of energy, intellect, and action, designed to multiply results beyond what a single individual could achieve. Consider Andrew Carnegie. The steel titan did not climb alone. He curated a circle of visionaries, advisors, and executors. Ideas bounced, strategies sharpened, and weaknesses were exposed and corrected. Every member contributed insight. Every member received value. This is the law of multiplication in action. The sum of combined minds is always greater than its parts. The same principle powered Ford's assembly lines. Henry Ford surrounded himself with engineers, designers, and thinkers who challenged assumptions and demanded excellence. Elon Musk repeats this today. His engineering teams iterate faster, innovate smarter, and execute bolder, because he has surrounded himself with like-minded disruptors. The mastermind works because energy flows where attention goes. When you join, or form, an alliance of purpose-driven individuals, your own energy escalates. Motivation becomes contagious. Creativity accelerates. Your capacity for problem-solving and innovation rises exponentially. You no longer rely solely on your own strength. You harness the collective force of intelligence, ambition, and accountability. But connection alone is not enough. You must pair the mastermind with the law of compensation. For every ounce of value, effort, and integrity you contribute, the universe returns its equivalent, sometimes immediate, sometimes delayed, always precise. Carnegie gave relentlessly. Ford innovated tirelessly. Musk executed obsessively, and each was repaid manifold. Contribution is currency. Action compounded with alignment generates unstoppable momentum. Practical steps to build your mastermind alliance. Select with intention. Choose people who challenge you, elevate your thinking, and share your level of purpose. Avoid the complacent, the doubtful, the mediocre. Energy is contagious. Choose wisely. Define the structure. Meetings, accountability, shared goals. Make the alliance a mechanism of action, not just conversation. Offer value relentlessly. Every session, every interaction. Give insight, support, or constructive challenge. Remember Hill, what you put in is what you receive. Leverage collective energy. Use disagreements to refine strategy. Use alignment to amplify execution. Harness the momentum of combined minds to push past personal limits. Align with purpose. Your mastermind should not distract from your definite purpose. It should magnify it. Misaligned alliances are silent drains on energy. Daily ritual. Mastermind activation. Stand now. Plant your feet firmly. Inhale. Exhale. Repeat aloud. I attract minds that elevate my purpose. I contribute value, effort, and integrity. My alliance multiplies my results and accelerates my impact. The universe returns to me exactly what I give. Visualize your circle of purpose-driven allies. See each member pushing, challenging, and feel the energy of collective momentum coursing through you. Internalize it. Make it a part of your daily operating system. History demonstrates the compounding power of aligned minds. Carnegie's steel empire expanded not because he was clever alone, but because he tapped into collective genius and consistently applied value. Ford did not just innovate machinery. He innovated the system of innovation, amplifying the efforts of those around him. Musk does not simply lead. He orchestrates teams of relentless purpose to move mountains. The common thread, mastermind alignment, plus uncompromising contribution. You now hold the blueprint. Surround yourself with brilliance. Give without expectation. Align every action with purpose. Evaluate every interaction through the lens of value creation. The universe responds with exactitude. Effort, integrity, and alignment produce compensation. And with a mastermind, that compensation is magnified. By the end of this module, you will no longer chase success alone. You will cultivate relationships that push, challenge, and elevate you. You will understand that your individual potential is exponential when multiplied by others' minds. You will internalize the law of compensation as a living, breathing framework. The universe pays you in proportion to what you invest in the world, and your mastermind ensures that investment is maximized, multiplied, and accelerated. You are no longer a lone player. You are part of a force multiplier system designed to overcome limitations, amplify results, and command success with certainty. Success is not an event. It is crafted in the silent, unseen hours, in the rituals that define your day before the world even stirs. Every extraordinary life you admire, the innovators, the leaders, the legends, was built on disciplined repetition. Carnegie did not become a titan of steel through luck. He became unstoppable through ritualized action. Lincoln did not achieve greatness in scattered bursts. He achieved it by structuring his day around purpose and reflection. Steve Jobs did not revolutionize industries by accident. He designed his mornings, his focus, his energy to serve a vision. This is your personal command center. Here is where your subconscious mind is molded, where your identity is anchored, and where your energy aligns with your vision. Every repetition, every affirmation, every micro-action compounds. Habits are not just routines. They are the architecture of your identity. Begin each morning with intentional focus. Stand, breathe, Command your mind into alignment. Speak aloud. I am unstoppable. I rise before the sun. My actions create reality. Every thought, every motion, every breath serves my purpose. I embody decisiveness, resilience, and audacity. Write these statements down. Feel the weight of them. This is not fluff. This is autosuggestion in action, a principle Napoleon Hill described as the engine that programs your subconscious to obey your highest commands. Repeat them until they are no longer words, they are identity. Visualization is next. Close your eyes. See the life you want. Hear it, feel it. Engage all senses. Picture yourself executing flawlessly, overcoming obstacles, commanding opportunities, achieving results that once felt impossible. Every morning, you rehearse success until it becomes inevitable. Then move your body. Physical activation is not optional. It is a signal to your brain and nervous system that your intentions are serious. Jump. Stretch, walk, run, burn energy to fuel energy. As Hill taught, the mind and body are one system. Align them, and your actions reflect your identity. Micro-actions matter. These are small but deliberate steps. Writing a goal, reaching out to a mentor, designing your next move. They compound, forming a momentum machine. You are no longer a passive dreamer. You are an active architect of reality, constructing your empire one consistent, disciplined step at a time. Daily ritual, installation of wealth identity stand. Plant your feet firmly, inhale deeply, exhale fully. Repeat aloud, I act before proof. I burn the bridge. Everything always works out for me. I am the architect of my reality. My purpose drives my actions. I embody discipline. I execute relentlessly. I achieve without hesitation. Feel the words. Let them resonate in your bones. Your body, your mind, and your spirit are now synchronized to action and results. Repeat this ritual every day, morning and evening. Anchor your identity. Condition your subconscious. Install the person who refuses mediocrity. This is habit as destiny. Lincoln's exile became fertile ground because he ritualized reflection. Jobs' vision became tangible because he ritualized execution. Carnegie's empire rose because he ritualized contribution and focus. You are standing at the same threshold. The choice is clear: discipline or distraction, ritual or chaos, identity installation or passive dreaming. By the end of this module, you will have created your personal command system. Your mind will be a fertile ground for action. Your body will respond automatically to your intention. Your habits will signal success before you even begin. You will rise before the sun. You will move before doubt. You will execute before hesitation. Remember, greatness is not stumbled upon. It is installed. It is programmed. It is crafted daily. Commit to your rituals. Own your mornings. Cement your identity. The life you envision is not waiting. It is responding to the discipline you enforce. By practicing these exercises daily, you become someone who does not quit, who does not wait for permission, who commands their reality. This is the installation of relentless success. One ritual at a time. Your mind will lie to you. It whispers that you are not ready. It warns that failure is inevitable. It tells you that comfort is safer than courage. Doubt, fear, anxiety, they are relentless saboteurs, attacking ambition before it even takes form. Every extraordinary life you admire, every legacy that changed the world, began with mental resistance. The difference is not the absence of fear, it is the conscious mastery of it. Fear is not your enemy. Fear is a signal, a warning, a flashing light that tells you you are on the edge of growth, at the threshold of transformation. Every step into discomfort is a step into expansion. Thomas Edison feared failure, yet he invented the light bulb after thousands of attempts. Abraham Lincoln faced political ruin, personal loss, and national collapse, yet he persisted with courage that transformed a nation. Elon Musk faced ridicule, financial collapse, and doubt on every front, yet he pushed forward because the discomfort of inaction was unbearable. Your mind will try to paralyze you with what-ifs and endless scenarios of failure. That is the voice of the subconscious program to maintain the status quo. Napoleon Hill teaches that to succeed, you must identify these saboteurs, dissect their tactics, and neutralize them. You do this through conscious mental training, visualization, reframing, affirmation, and deliberate action. Visualization begins by seeing yourself succeeding despite fear. Close your eyes, feel the anxiety, hear the trembling voice of doubt, then see yourself advancing anyway. Step forward, seek your truth. Execute flawlessly under pressure. Every day you rehearse courage until it becomes automatic. Your subconscious begins to associate discomfort with action instead of retreat. Reframing is next. Fear is energy. Fear is attention. Transform it. Say it aloud. Fear is fuel. Discomfort is my guide. Resistance is my signal to act. This is not a mantra. This is a command to your subconscious. Every repetition rewires your mind to recognize fear, not as a stop sign, but as a green light to move forward. Direct commands to your subconscious accelerate this process. Seek decisively. I act despite fear. I move despite doubt. I am courage in motion. Repeat this. Feel it. Believe it. Let it sink into your bones. Hill called this auto-suggestion, the deliberate training of the mind to obey your highest intention. With repetition, these statements stop being words. They become identity. Daily exercises are essential. Each morning, confront your micro-fears. Each evening, reflect on actions taken despite hesitation. Write them down. Journal victories over doubt. Analyze moments where fear could have controlled you but didn't. This constant feedback loop reinforces courage as a habit, not a heroic exception. Courage is not the absence of anxiety. Courage is mastery over action in the presence of anxiety. Every icon you admire, the inventors, the leaders, the entrepreneurs, built courage like a muscle. They acted despite trembling, despite doubt, despite exhaustion. They treated fear as an inevitable companion and refused to let it dictate outcome. The technique of reframing extends beyond individual fear. Anxiety, overthinking, and mental clutter are illusions that disguise opportunity as risk. You must dissect each worry. Ask, what is the real cost of inaction? What is the value of decisive action? Your mind will resist. Satiate, that is the test. That is the training. Through conscious evaluation, you convert mental obstacles into stepping stones. Daily ritual, fear confrontation, and mental strength installation. Stand, plant your feet, breathe deeply, close your eyes, speak aloud. I act despite fear. I execute under pressure. I move with relentless certainty. Discomfort is my fuel. Anxiety is my guide. Doubt has no power over me. I am courage incarnate. I command my mind to act. I advance relentlessly. Feel the energy. Let it pulse through your body. Let the repetition anchor courage at the subconscious level. Daily confrontation with fear ensures that hesitation dissolves, that indecision evaporates, that deliberate, consistent forward movement becomes automatic. This is not theory. It is a blueprint. The life you dream of, wealth, influence, mastery, is behind the wall of fear. Your mind will try to build that wall, brick by brick. Your task is to advance anyway. Step through discomfort, move through uncertainty. Let each action build momentum until fear is no longer a barrier, but a companion that signals growth. By the end of this module, hesitation will have no home. Anxiety will have no dominion. Fear will no longer control your trajectory. You will act with precision, with certainty, with courage, not because fear is absent, but because your mind has been trained to obey your highest purpose. Remember, mastery over fear is mastery over action. Repetition is your weapon. Visualization is your shield. Direct commands are your code. Use them daily. Step into discomfort deliberately. Advance relentlessly. Courage is built through repetition, and your greatness is forged in the fires of mental challenge. Success is not about what you know. Knowledge alone will not move mountains. Skill alone will not break barriers. True power lies in who you are. Identity is the invisible force that determines your every action, every decision, every victory or failure. You cannot outthink, outplan, or out-execute your self-concept. The question is simple. Who do you believe you are? Most people operate from the identity of I try. They hope, they wish, they prepare, But hope is not enough. I try leaves the door open for doubt, hesitation, and excuses. But there is a different mindset. There is a statement so powerful that it changes every outcome. I am relentless. Relentlessness is not born. It is installed. It is trained. It is demanded. This is where Napoleon Hill's principles converge. When you align your subconscious mind through autosuggestion with a definite purpose, when you surround yourself with a mastermind of allies who reinforce your identity, when you understand the law of compensation and commit to giving your utmost value, the world begins to bend to you, not because you wish it, but because your mind has declared it, and action follows belief. Identity shifts occur in the moments you decide, I am the person who commands results. Every word you speak, every thought you think, must reinforce that identity. Say it aloud. I am relentless. I am decisive. I am unstoppable. These are not affirmations. They are declarations to your subconscious, programming your mind to act in alignment with your highest self. Consider the historical examples. Abraham Lincoln, during his years of exile and failure, did not wait for skill or circumstance to define him. He saw himself as a leader, and that identity pulled his knowledge, his strategy, and his timing into alignment. Elon Musk, facing ridicule, near bankruptcy, and systemic doubt, operated first from identity, the self-image of a man who reshapes industries. His skills followed his self-concept, not the other way around. Carnegie, Edison, Jobs, each internalized an identity that demanded results, and the external world had no choice but to obey. This is the essence of the identity shift. Your external reality cannot exceed your self-concept. Want more courage? Become the person who acts decisively. Want more influence? Become the person who commands respect. Want more wealth? Become the person who creates and attracts opportunity without waiting for permission. Your practice begins with language. Speak in the present tense. I am decisive. I am relentless. I am unstoppable. Write it. Say it. Move your body as if you already embody it. Mental rehearsal alone is not enough. Relentlessness requires full body alignment. Stand, walk, gestures of power, tone of authority. Make your subconscious feel the identity physically, not just think it. Visualization is the next weapon. Close your eyes. See yourself executing flawlessly, commanding attention, and moving without hesitation. Immerse in victorious thought patterns. Feel the weight of certainty in every cell. You are no longer a passive observer. You are an architect of results. Your identity dictates action, and action dictates results. The chain is unbreakable. Repetition solidifies this transformation. Hill emphasized autosuggestion, repetition with emotion and belief. Repeat your identity statements daily. Immerse in the feeling. Feed your subconscious. Every affirmation, every visualization, every deliberate action reinforces the unshakable foundation of the person you are becoming. The exercises are simple, yet radical. Morning declaration. Speak your identity aloud. I am relentless. I am decisive. I generate results. Visualization sessions. Immerse in scenarios where you succeed despite obstacles. Feel it, hear it, see it. Micro actions. Take immediate, deliberate steps toward your goals. Each action cements the identity you declare. Reflection. Journal moments where you acted in alignment with your new identity. Note the difference between I try and I am relentless. Identity is contagious. Surround yourself with those who mirror and amplify your new self-image. Your mastermind group, your allies, your daily interactions, all must reinforce who you are becoming. Misalignment is deadly. Mediocrity creeps in when the people around you reinforce doubt instead of decisiveness. Choose your environment as carefully as you choose your thought. By the end of this module, you will operate from a new foundation: persistence, clarity, and unshakable self-belief. You will no longer wait for opportunities to knock. You will generate them. You will no longer ask permission. You will command. Every step you take will be guided by the internal compass of a relentless identity. Daily ritual. Identity installation. Stand. Feet firm. Spine straight. Breathe deeply. Feel the energy of certainty. Speak aloud. I am relentless. I act before proof. I create opportunity everywhere I go. I am decisive. I am courageous. I am unstoppable. My mind, body, and spirit are aligned with purpose and action. Visualize yourself achieving, commanding, dominating your field. Move your body as if the results are already manifest. Repeat this daily. Embed the identity. Live the truth before the world validates it. Identity is the ultimate leverage. Once you become the person who commands, acts, and delivers, the world will bend. The opportunities, the capital, the influence, they all follow. You are no longer a dreamer. You are the relentless force that shapes reality. Call to action. 30-day installation challenge. Comment day 1 below. Return daily. Repeat your identity rituals. Visualize, affirm, act, track your progress. Reinforce your relentless self until the old version of I try ceases to exist. By the end of 30 days, hesitation will be replaced with decisive action. Doubt will dissolve. Your external reality will finally align with the unshakable identity you have installed. Step into the world now as the person who does not wait, does not falter, does not compromise. Step into the world as relentless. Transformation is not instantaneous. It is not a lightning bolt that strikes once and vanishes. Transformation is a process, a deliberate, consistent, and unyielding march of repetition, reinforcement, and reflection. You may feel inspired now, your heart racing, your mind buzzing, but if you let it fade into passive admiration, it will mean nothing. Action, repetition, and accountability are the bridges between inspiration and unstoppable achievement. This is your invitation, a 30-day challenge to rewire your mind, your identity, and your reality. For the next 30 days, you will rewatch key segments, repeat the exercises, and embed the lessons into your subconscious. The content you consume today is powerful, but only when applied consistently does it become unstoppable force. Each day you will stand and affirm your identity. Speak aloud. I am relentless. I act before proof. I generate opportunity everywhere I go. Feel it reverberate through your body. Let it anchor your subconscious. Write it down. Journal your victories, your struggles, and the moments you chose action over hesitation. Tracking your progress transforms abstract ambition into measurable results. Revisit exercises. Repeat the visualizations, the micro actions, the mindset drills. Repetition is not redundancy. It is installation. Every iteration rewires your neural pathways, conditioning your mind to act automatically in alignment with your highest purpose. Napoleon Hill understood this principle implicitly. Auto-suggestion is meaningless if abandoned after a single attempt. Purpose and identity are strengthened not by a single epiphany, but by consistent application. The law of compensation rewards those who give their effort daily, not occasionally. Your commitment over 30 days will compound invisibly, but powerfully, until the world responds to the new version of you. Ask yourself, how different would your life look if, every day for 30 days, you acted in alignment with your identity of relentless action? Imagine waking up without hesitation, seeing opportunity before fear, moving decisively while others procrastinate. That is what this challenge offers, a path from passive consumption to active creation. This is not a suggestion. It is a command. Commit now. Comment day 1 below. Return daily. Watch the segments again. Say the affirmations. Write your progress. Immerse in visualization. Activate your body. Condition your mind. Each repetition is a brick in the fortress of your identity. Each action is a signal to your subconscious that you are non-negotiable, unstoppable, relentless. Engagement fuels mastery. By committing publicly, by tracking your progress, by holding yourself accountable, you amplify the transformation. You create a community of achievers who reinforce one another. You will witness the effect of collective momentum, the modern-day mastermind, in action, where shared energy and shared commitment magnify results exponentially. Do not allow a single day to pass in passive observation. Transformation it is cemented in the rituals you repeat, in the affirmations you speak aloud, in the micro actions you take when no one is watching. Your brain, your subconscious, your body, they are listening, they are absorbing. Every repetition is programming you to act from identity, not intention. The 30-day challenge is simple, yet radical. Rewatch key modules daily. Perform daily rituals, affirmations, visualizations, micro actions. Track your progress in writing. Reflect on alignment between identity and action. Repeat until the old self has no choice but to yield. By the end of 30 days, hesitation will be replaced by deliberate action. Doubt will crumble beneath your consistency. The world will respond to the identity you have cemented in your subconscious. You will no longer dream. You will execute. You will create. You will dominate. Comment day 1. Commit. Return every day. Watch, speak, right act, the path to transformation, is laid brick by brick, repetition by repetition, habit by habit. Do not wait for tomorrow. Today is the day you begin to install the relentless, unstoppable version of yourself.